Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll look at how we can protect files and directories in Kali Linux using encryption. Now the tool I'm going to be using is called GPG. And let's look at the version. It should be installed by default. This is what I'm going to be using to do the encryption. Let's take a look at some of the options that are available with this tool. GPG will use the help option. So there's quite a few options. I'm just going to be focusing on these two right here mostly. So the -E for encrypt, -C for symmetric encryption, and then -D for decrypt, which is for decrypting the data. Let's look at what files we have here. So I have some directories here: test dir1, test dir2, and then text file, test file1. If I do file test file1, it will tell us what kind of file it is. So it's an ASCII text file, so just a regular text file. This is what we want to encrypt. Now to encrypt it, we'll use GPG-C, then you provide the file you want to encrypt here. That's file1. Now you'll need to provide a passphrase. Okay, so this is what protects your data. We need a strong password. Now if I do ls again, so I should have a new file here, which is testfile1.gpg. This is the encrypted file. Now we can see the difference between the two files. So I can easily view the contents of this file by just using cat test file1. But when it comes to this file, if I try to view the contents using cat, I'm not able to view the text. Now if I do file test file1 GPG, it doesn't know what kind of file it is. So it's telling me it's a COM executable file, but it's not really an executable. In some distros like Ubuntu, it will tell you that it's an encrypted file and it's using symmetric encryption. Now that we have an encrypted file here, if you wanted to view the contents, you can use the same command, GPG, but this time we'll use -D for decryption, then we'll put the file name here. And this time we're able to see the contents. Okay, so that's one approach. We'll look at another approach for encrypting and decrypting. Let me remove this file1 GPG. Now the other way you would do the encryption is by providing the output file. So I could say GPG-O for output, and then I'll say encrypted test file GPG, and then here I'll put -C, then I'll put the file that I want to encrypt. And again, I'll need to put in the password or the passphrase. And now this is our encrypted file. And then when it comes to decrypting, I can also output that to a file. I could say GPG output decrypted test file1. And then I'll say -D. I'll put the file I want to decrypt. So I can do ls, and now I have the decrypted file and the encrypted file, and we can try cat decrypted, cat decrypted, and I can view the contents, but if I try the encrypted file, I'm not able to view the contents. Now when it comes to protecting directories or folders, the approach you'll take is by archiving the directories and then encrypting that archive file. So for instance, if I wanted to protect these two directories, I could say so let me create an archive file here. I'll say verbose create. I'm gonna use compression here, then I'm gonna specify the name of the archive file. I'm gonna say let's say test gz. Then I'll list the files or directories I want to put inside the archive. So I'm going to do test dir1, test dir2, and you can also add a file here into this archive. So this is the archive file. We can go ahead and encrypt it. Let's go ahead and encrypt this. We'll use GPG. We'll say the output file is going to be test gz GPG. What we want to encrypt -c, then the archive file we want to encrypt is test gz. Okay, it's a typo there. Put in a password or passphrase. And there it is. Let's clear this. Now with an archive file, usually we should be able to view the contents of what's inside of it using you can say verbose t, then we'll say test gz, and that will show us the contents of that tar file. But when it comes to this encrypted file, we shouldn't be able to see the contents of it. Now when it comes to decrypting, you use the same command I used earlier, but just specify the output file. Okay, test gz. Then the tar file we want to decrypt here, test gz GPG, this one right here. So the output is going to be this one. Clear this. So as you can see, the color changed. It's the same as this one. If we did file, I wonder what it's going to show us. Decrypted. So it does show us that it's a compressed file. And if I use the same command we used earlier to view the contents, you can say decrypted. I'm able to view the contents. When it comes to extracting the content, let's look at how we can do that. We might need to move this to a different directory, so I'm gonna create another directory here, testdir3. I'm gonna move this decrypted to test, the new directory I just created. I'm gonna cd to test dir3. Now to extract it, we can use tar verbose. Now we need to use x, f, and then the file name. And now we do have the two directories and the file. Now if you wanted to see the options available with the tar command, this one right here, you can just use the help option. You can just say tar help. I believe it does have examples. Let's see, scroll towards the top. Yeah, it's got some examples here for creating the archive, for extracting, and for listing the files in the archive. Okay, and then these are the options we use: -c for create, -x for extract, and -t for list. So that's all for this video. That's how you can protect your files and directories on a Kali Linux machine using PGP tool. So I hope this information has been helpful. I'll catch you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.